Chargers, and they score!
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the show. It is 7:59. It's 7:59 this morning.
Mark
Ken.
the calendar.
Mark the
date,
calendar.
the time, and everything else. 8. What is it?
It's 7. Well, now it's
7:50.
now it's 8. Now it's 8. But for 52 seconds, we were early.
And that's a record. So right now we are at 2 in a row. I believe we were on at 8 o'clock the last time.
Yes. Now that was 6 months ago.
It's something to rest our laurels on.
Yes. I made a big deal about taking a break, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think I haven't taken a day off since. Yep. So, and I haven't not been on camera since. So
Well, what's the purpose?
Yeah, I know. I don't know what the purpose. I'm unboxing Amazon right now.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Johnny Boots said, "Good morning, gentlemen." Oh, good morning, Johnny Boots.
Johnny Boots, good morning. I haven't heard from you for a while.
You got to call Ken. You got to call Ken. Call. You know what? Actually, I didn't want to. I didn't want to talk about this morning. For reasons, but so many other people have already. So I will. I will say it. Call your call your loved ones, and make sure to give them their flowers while they're still here. And unfortunately, many people for years and generations were able to give their flowers to Mr. George Kent, who unfortunately passed away yesterday. I'm sure a lot of you may have seen that on social media from friends and family. So I just want to acknowledge that. The emails went out yesterday. No official Facebook posts have been made or anything like that, but it is out there in the ether. So I was very fortunate to work not super closely, but closely enough with Mr. Kent for the past 5 years. And just he is a singular, iconic figure in this town. Not too many people get buildings named after them, and and all of that. So there will be more on that for days and weeks to come, but I just want to acknowledge that. So make sure you call the people that you love and that have been big figures in your life, and tell them how much they mean, because it's important.
And while you're on that topic,
yeah,
it's a sad day, I guess, on Wednesday, because I lost a cousin of mine.
Oh no!
A few days ago, Ron Gwaltney, who was a member of the Westerly Police Force, detective. Ronnie did a lot of work, a lot of undercover work. Passed away, I think it was Sunday or Monday. Actually played golf that day, and
he played golf
he had
that day?
he had some heart issues, and my condolences go out to his lovely wife and family. And
doing what
miss Ron.
Doing what he loved to the very end, though. That's nice.
Yes,
that is nice.
Ronnie was 70 years old, much too young.
Oh God, yeah.
And like I said, he did a lot of undercover work. I know when he retired, I had the privilege of doing his retirement party. Actually,
you were telling me about that.
Yeah, there was the Larry. I did his, and the only one I didn't do was Jack. He didn't want any. But I know when I did Ronnie's, I was at a table where there were a lot of FBI guys there from not only here but from China, and so Ronnie did a lot of work, a lot of undercover work. It was a great guy too. You could always have fun with Ron, and I know he loved to play to play golf. So I don't have any
Wow.
when
That's
things
I'm
are,
so 70's too young
yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure. Yeah, that's
Very nice guy,
that's
Ron.
so sad.
Gonna miss you, Ron.
Yeah.
So that, as what you just said,
Tell
it
tell
doesn't
him.
cost anything. That's too much hatred in this world,
Yep.
and life is too short.
Yep. One day Dan on a
Yes,
broadcast, one day Dan randomly so to speak on a broadcast
yeah,
ended it with, and I just want to say life is short and tell the people that you love them, blah blah blah. And I don't mean blah blah blah. It was very nice and
yeah,
very
yeah.
sentimental, but Dave called me and went, "Is everything okay? You need to call Dan." And I was like, he was like, I was like, "What?" He said, "Go back a minute." And I went on YouTube and I found it and I went back and I called him immediately and I was like, "Is everything it like
Yeah.
um?" And he was like, "Yeah, no, everything's fine, everything's fine. I just, he was like, I saw a post today and I was like, that's a good message. I think I wanna say that. Is that bad that I did that?" I was like, no, it's great. It's just a very random time to come up with a new catchphrase, and it being that I just was worried that something happened to
That
somebody.
wouldn't be a bad idea to do that at the end of his broadcast. That's what he
It,
likes to do.
yeah, absolutely. No, I think that that's amazing if
Because
that's what he wants to do.
yeah, because there's not enough of that. Like I just said, there's too much.
Hmm.
There's too much hatred going on in this world. We wonder why everyone's at war. And even on local levels, you got people that I don't know if it's jealousy or whatever it is.
Yep.
But stop it. It's too short. It's a
Hmm. Oh, it's
perfect
yeah.
example. You talk to somebody that went and played golf on Friday or Saturday or whatever it was, and went to bed that night and never got up again.
Yep.
So think about it. When you want to moan and groan about something that's going on in this world, nothing's more important.
No, nothing
Nothing.
is more important. Um,
I love you, Ben.
I love you too, Ken. I love you too, Ken.
And there's nothing wrong with saying it.
Not at all.
And when you see people on the street, stop and talk with them because you never know.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. I actually we got the news on Saturday night at church that Mr. Kent wasn't doing well.
Hmm.
And so Sunday, I hope that you're not uncomfortable with me saying this. So Sunday, I talked to you on the phone, and I wasn't really doing much that day. And my dad has passed. My grandparents are all gone, etc. My father figure, another musical luminary in Westerly, Mr. DeAngelis, who was a father figure to me, also not here. I was like, I'm going to go spend some time with Ken and Hazel.
Wow.
And so it meant a lot to me to come over and hang out for a few minutes with you guys, and to wish you a happy Father's Day, and
Thank
to
you, Ben. That's very nice.
and to let you know what you mean to me, a
You
little
can
bit.
come to my house anytime.
I know I can. I know.
No, but that was very
But
nice.
that was very nice. That was very uh you came out to the car actually. So I was ordering a breakfast sandwich for Jackie in the car, and I was after I left the house, and I was texting Dave, and I said I just went over to Ken's house and spent time with Ken and Hazel, and just wanted to tell him I loved them, and thank him for
Mhm.
everything. And he was like, "Oh, that's really," and then you come out and you're, "Everything all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, sorry. Sorry. So anyway, that's yeah. So
Well, thank you.
thank you, sir. I think that we should go to a quick commercial break so we can get out of get out of chatting about all this sad stuff.
That was very
So
nice, though. So,
absolutely,
yeah.
yeah. Thank you. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
At Dime Bank, we're all about community. It's who we are. Local communities made up of customers, families, and friends. Business owners invested in helping their communities thrive. Dedicated employees committed to giving back in ways that go beyond banking. If your banking relationship leaves you wanting more, come join our community. It's your bank, your choice, your dime.
We can mix it and match it. Can't we?
We'll mix it and match it. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank you to all of our advertisers scrolling across the bottom of the screen, and of course the ones that that we do. By the way, Ken,
Yes.
just letting you know, we only have 5 spots in Westerly for the entirety of. Well, actually, I mean, the contracts are kind of open ended. So, like, there's only 5 video advertiser spots left, and like when that happens, they're gone,
Really?
and you have to wait for someone to drop out. Which we have a 98% retention rate with our advertisers. So
That's great.
you'll have to. So there in Westerly, we do have other opportunities in other markets,
Yep.
but in Westerly, if you want your advertisements played on the Thanksgiving Day game this year,
Better get them in.
last
then,
year
huh?
was 30,000 viewers.
Ooh.
If you want them played, if you want your ad played on our Mesquamicut Beach programming over the summer, which means that we get to simulcast to 15 million viewers. With that, if you want to support Westerly basketball in the winter, or even next year's baseball season, like, you got to get in now because there's only 5 slots left.
Well, when you think about
which is
it,
crazy. But
and you didn't mention football, but
I mentioned Thanksgiving Day game.
I mean regular football, which is going to be going. I mean,
Yeah,
before you know it, you're going to be putting out a schedule for high school football
for the fall. Yeah,
I mean, once we get by,
I already have the schedule for
Yeah.
Charahoe.
once you get in July, you know, the end of August comes pretty quick, and that's when they start, first week in September. So it's going to go. It always goes quick. So
I know we
well,
already
that's
have
good news.
we
But
already have summer ball like, for basketball. I was talking to Dan about that the other day. The summer the summer league basketball schedule is already happening. Soccer is starting to get stuff together. I think, like, I don't know. I don't know if it was just football, and I don't know if this has changed. When I was in high school, there was a like, you couldn't start football practice until like August 10th or something. So, but we would have the seniors would run like skills camps over the summer. So we would all go to the skills camps. And that was actually my freshman year. My freshman year at Charahoe, I went to the skills camps every day, and I did everything. And it was maybe the hardest stuff I've ever done physically. Everything that we did during those skills camps. And at the end of it, Coach Fazzaro, Bruce Fazzaro,
yeah, I know Bruce.
came in and sat me down, and he was like, "You're such a good kid, and you've absolutely killed it this summer. at these skills camps. Every single one of these seniors like has nothing but incredible things to say about you. Your grades in 8th grade
Uh-oh.
are going to prevent us from letting you go on the team. So I failed off my freshman football team before I failed off my freshman football team from middle school. That is unfortunate.
Wow. Oh, by the way, I got to thank Best Eaton, the official coffee of the official drink of the morning show, Sports Open Mic, all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
And this morning, I got not only ordered my coffee, I was handed out a couple of donuts. I should have brought them up here, but
no, you should not have.
I should not have, is right.
You should not have.
And I said to Donna, I said, what's with the donut? I didn't order donuts this morning. The gentleman in front of you this morning. Now, we were talking earlier about being nice.
Paying it forward, yeah.
The gentleman in front of you, I have no idea who it was, paid and bought you a couple of donuts this morning.
Wow.
Now, you see?
Did you get the Ken Collins donut?
I did.
Nice.
That's the one I wanted. I hadn't had one in a while, and I asked Donna if she could make it, and she said yes. So I got the donuts and didn't even have to pony up any money. Thank you to that gentleman, whoever he is. I have no idea who he is.
Well, yes. Thank you for your random acts of donuts.
So if you see you can do it, you can, and just you see somebody, just say thank you. Anything.
Yeah. Life is hard for everyone. Life
is hard and short.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that when you hear stories like we just talked about a couple of them. Well, when people hear that, they feel sorry for about 30 seconds, I think, and then they say, "Well, geez, that'll never happen to me." Don't bet on it.
Yeah, absolutely. What was the last time you thought about the Queen of England?
Probably a long time.
Huge deal when she passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Huge deal, like mourning and
blah
blah blah. Right? I know that this might be different for a lot of Catholics, but man, once you get that new pope, like a lot of the mourning of the whatever the previous pope is, and I know that's not me saying whatever to Pope Francis. I'm saying anytime, the attention becomes focused on that, you eventually, and then every once in a while you're like, oh yeah, Pope Francis was great. And you move on.
Mm-hmm.
You move on. And that's life is short and it moves on without you. And that's the scariest, most existential thing that I've ever, that's kept me up at night since I was 3 years old. My first panic attack. I don't like it. But anyway, that being said, this is just we're going to take another break. So
it's one of those. Well, it is kind of a dreary day.
It is.
Which we've had too many of them, by the way, lately.
Yes, we have had too many.
And that doesn't put you in a good frame of mind to start with.
No, I saw a great Instagram reel, TikTok, whatever it was, YouTube short that said it started in March and it was this family and the dad keeps going, I hear it's raining, just pouring on them trying to do some sort of event. And he said, I heard next Saturday is supposed to be beautiful. And then the date on it changes to next Saturday and they're trying to do something else. And I hear next Saturday is supposed to be beautiful. Then they're at a concert and it's pouring out. And next Saturday is supposed to be beautiful. And it went all the way from March to last week. And I feel like that's pretty accurate for Saturdays.
It is.
I kind of don't remember the last Saturday I came in and it wasn't raining.
Yeah, I didn't keep track of them, but a lot of people will have mentioned it lately that we have not had a good weekend or both days in quite some time.
Hopefully this Saturday is good because we'll be at will be at
We'll be
Toscano's.
as far as I know right now. Yes. Speaking of that, you have the Travelers Golf Tournament. Actually, today would be today's Wednesday.
Mhm.
Today would be where the amateurs play.
Okay.
Pro-Am. And then when
In Hartford?
in Hartford. And this is when I used to go all the time. I used to go in on the Wednesday because Berman used to send me tickets to any day I want to go.
Oh, he doesn't send you tickets anymore?
Yeah, if I
What's
want
up?
them.
What's up, Chris?
No,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I've been. I don't know how many times. Quite a few times. I've taken Hazel and Gary's been up there, and he says to me, "If you want tickets, I'll get them for you. But once you do that once or twice, that's kind of gets old."
Yeah.
Because I just seen him
Yep.
last week. He was at actually was at Shelter Harbor, and he's funny. He says, "I'll meet you in the parking lot." It's like we got some kind of a
Drug deal going
on. I got the same car. You know my car, he says. I know your car. Yeah, 2008.
Hey, don't dox him.
No, yeah. Are you kidding? I'll do everything to him. Him and I go back a long way. But imagine having a 2008 Lexus. That's the kind of car he's got.
Yep.
I won't give you the plate number or anything, but.
Well, thank
So
you.
we met him in the parking lot, chatted with him for a while. The two gentlemen that come with him, great guys. They really are. And we sit there and talk and reminisce for about a half an hour, and everybody has a good time. But this is
Speaking of drug, this looks like it's a bag for a drug deal.
What is it?
It's called the Dead Cat.
Oh, there goes the ball. He's been doing this for 3 or 4 years. I guess his daughter is marine biology.
Oh, nice.
And she's out in California. She had some issues too with cancer of the throat. And I know I had a long talk with both Chris and her when she was getting ready to go for radiation.
Yep.
She had a lot of questions about it, and I was glad that I could help her out and give her some advice about it. But it was pretty easy anyhow.
I would say that's the main benefit of being on the other side, is being able to help people going through it.
And he played in this golf tournament now as many years as they ever have it, I guess. So last few years they've had it at Misquamicut. This year it was at Shelter Harbor. So
nice
of them to come down. They had their little threesome, and they pick up a guy here, I guess, to fill the foursome. And,
the soloist from Mary-Kate Morrissey, who's going to be the big soloist for the Summer Pops on Saturday. She is a Broadway superstar. She was the 25th Elphaba in Wicked, the lead role in Wicked. She just got done on a stint doing Wicked. She'll be here on Saturday. Today, she's at the Pro-Am in Hartford.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She loves to golf.
No kidding.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, there's a lot of good. I've seen Jim Rice. Doug Flutie plays just about every. I think he's playing. I think Chris said he was playing with him, Flutie. He didn't know who else, but I think Flutie's going to be in his foursome. It's always nice to go to the Pro-Am for me.
Yeah.
To watch some of those guys. Some of those guys are really good golfers. I'll tell you, Doug Flutie can hit a golf ball a long way. And so can Jim Rice.
The Hail Mary of golf balls.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
See, I know more about Doug Flutie than just Flutie Flakes.
Do you?
A little bit. No,
that's
basically it.
We used to have a listener that loved Flutie Flakes.
I mean, the sensation that was Doug Flutie in the late 90s. I loved it. I loved Doug Flutie, except for the fact that he played for the Bills.
But look at
But now that the Patriots are bad, I want the Bills to win. I'm like,
look how
Josh Allen,
undersized he was. I mean, what he did for the size, it had nothing to do with him.
Yeah,
he's not a very big guy at all.
No.
I mean, when you see him like I've been up like from here to you
Right.
away from him at the golf course and watched him hit a golf ball. It's unbelievable.
I think the age that you are when people are famous matters so much because I think I would freak out more meeting Doug Flutie than Tom Brady. And it's like a 3-year difference of when Doug Flutie was big versus Brady winning his first Super Bowl. But man, like those Flutie versus Bledsoe days were something special for me as a child. So
I
I would
love to
probably-
watch Doug Flutie play.
he was fantastic. It was so fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun. He would the way that he would scramble was always so much fun. And I was so used to watching of course you had Brett Favre and Steve Young and Cordell Stewart and stuff, but I was so used to seeing Drew Bledsoe and Dan Marino, who were like drop back passers, classic pocket passers, and that was all because I mostly watched Patriots games.
Yeah.
So
We didn't have much choice. Patriots are Giants, right?
yeah, I was never a fan of the Giants though. Is Hazel a Giants fan? Is
She's
she
New
from
York.
New York?
No. Her
Okay.
father was a Yankee fan, and
Okay.
then she grew up being a Yankee fan.
All right. By the way, the thing I keep playing with this Amazon package is
Yeah, people. I don't know if people thought you might be saying the rosary. It
it's
could be too.
No, they're little microphones. They're little microphones. So we have a bunch of events later today, and so I had to get these microphones. These are just like the microphones that you wear that you hate because you prefer
Yeah, 'cause
these.
I don't like them.
And this is the necklace that
Yeah,
you
that's
could.
pretty.
I don't want to put it on. But you guys, I'm going to blame you. You lost the magnet on the back of
You
one.
blame me if you want.
I'm going to blame you. I'm going to
Doesn't
blame you.
matter.
You lost the magnet on the back of one.
I'm a big boy.
So we had
It
to
had
get
to be.
these
It has to be up at
Similori somewhere.
Similori Field. Well, somewhere it can only be right behind where we were.
So we have that, and then we have this, which is just a little clip, right? So you can just clip it to your.
Well, that's better than the magnet one, because the magnet one you could drop it. I mean,
This is still a magnet,
yeah, but
you just
the
clip
other
it.
one you had to take apart.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
just clip it.
Anything I have to take apart and put back together, not good for me. That's why the headset microphone, I just put it on. It was, by the way, that game that we did,
Magnets.
never mind.
What?
That game that we did with the headsets, we could hear one another. Everything was perfect. Now, what's wrong with that?
What do you mean? What's wrong with
I
that?
mean, I could hear Dan, he could hear me.
There was nothing wrong with it. The issue was that you had to be 2 feet away from Lisa.
Well, we were.
I know. That
So
was fine.
Aren't we usually that close to Lisa?
No.
Yes, we are.
When you do baseball,
Yeah.
you're usually
basketball.
that.
Well, we could be at basketball.
I mean, football, she's on the. Yes, you could be for basketball. Football, she's on the roof.
yeah, it's true.
Well, actually, she's doing Charahoe this year, so she won't be on the roof. You'll be on the roof, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to. Would you guys humor me to see if this works on the? I want to see if this should. It's a. I'm not gonna
What are you doing?
tip sleeve. I need to test this stuff out,
Well,
and
just do it.
all right, I'm gonna test it out.
What do you got to? Why you got to ask? You guys just do it.
All right, I'm testing it. So this goes in here. I'm gonna teach everybody
Well,
how to
A
use.
goes in B.
Yeah, and then this is the
B goes in C.
microphone that he hates.
I don't like it at all. Then just look, show them how you got to take it apart. So you got it's a
there's
magnet.
there's a magnet on the back,
So now when you put it on,
and then you just do this.
all right, then when you take it off, you could lose. It's small. You could lose it. You could drop it, which that's obviously what happened. Well, you're probably used to doing it.
I am. All right, ready? I'm gonna plug this in.
Plug it in.
I'm gonna plug it in. I'm gonna unplug Lou's mic. I call it Lou's mic because he's the only one that ever uses it. Testing, testing, testing. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello,
Is it
hello.
working? No.
It is. No, hold on. It is working, but what is wrong with it? Hello, hello, hello. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, while you're fiddling around with that, my question
Yeah.
would.
Hello. Oh, it's perfect.
Is
Hold on.
it?
Yeah.
All right, my question
This
is:
is great.
if we were at a football game and Lisa's on the roof or whoever, and we're in the press box,
Yes.
why can't we have?
Why can't you have what?
We have a board and we could use the 2 headset microphones. What? No,
For what?
to tell people what's going on.
No.
Why?
Yes, you could. Yeah, yes, you could. Listen, the issue. What is happening here? Why is this not? Why?
You folks, if you just joined in,
Testing.
you're
Hello.
getting
Hello.
a little bit of everything this morning, including Ben's technology, testing out his new little toys that he just got.
Okay. Yes, I am. Why is it? Why do I hear an echo? Why do I hear an echo? Why do I hear an echo? Hello, 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 hello.
Maybe because you got the headset microphone right next to it. No.
No, I turned the. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
I turned. The headset mic is off.
Okay. Just a thought.
Testing. Hello. What is the why? Why are you hearing it? You're not hearing any echo because I have the headphones.
What are you
on.
hearing? A buzz?
Are people at home hearing an echo? Okay, Robert. Which, by the way, Robert, shout out to you. You've been such a loyal listener, especially recently commenting. Hey Ben, it works. We don't hear the echo. Perfect.
Thanks, Robert.
Thank you so much,
Otherwise,
Robert.
we'd have been here all day trying to figure it out.
Hey, listen. You don't mess with me, all right?
You don't have to call.
Hello, testing. Is it on here? No.
Well, if no one hears it, except
That's true. Yeah, no one else hears it. So I'm gonna stop and go, okay, great. That worked. Perfect.
so that's a new one you just got?
Yeah. Hello, testing. Blah 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 blah.
That's a
blah, blah.
clip-on one? No.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it has the. They all have the same thing. So, they all have the same thing. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Hello, everybody. Sounds good.
What program could you tune in this morning and get educated, get a lot of information?
Yep.
Electronics.
Yeah. We try to
and a
give
lot of
everybody.
baloney in between.
We try to give everybody the full smorgasbord.
That's what'll happen when we're on. It'll just be whatever happens, whatever's on the table.
Whatever happens, happens.
That's the way I always did it. That's the way I always did it.
Now, can I tell you something that
Tell me.
I realized? Okay, so these come with this box, right?
Yeah.
I have had 5 of these.
And how many in a box?
All of them. I've had 5 of. We have 5 of these now. Okay.
There's 5 microphones in that box?
No, there's 5. I have 5 sets. This is the 5th set that we've bought. So we
When
have
you say set, how many's in that box?
2 mics.
Okay.
We have one set for Westerly. We have one set for Cheraho.
got
We
you.
have one set for Stonington.
Right.
One set for Prout, and one set for going out and doing field pieces.
Yeah.
The top of it is this nice thing that has the 2 mics and the little thing, right? I opened it. I got those. I plugged it in, whatever. I think I threw the first 3 boxes away.
Oh, geez.
I never noticed that there's a bag underneath that has windscreens and clip mics and necklaces.
And you need them too, by the way.
Yeah. Yep. So I never saw those in the first 3 that we have. So
they're somewhere in
they're in the Johnston landfill probably by now. It's fine. I'm gonna send Dan and Trary to go get them.
That's not very nice.
I'm kidding.
Dan sat in with us last week. He's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy.
No. So you put them in the bag when you...
Yeah, so once these are done charging, I'm going to just put them in the bag, and then this carrying bag will be how we get it. And then there's another set, and those will go in this bag.
So you got enough now for everybody?
Yes. We do have enough for everybody.
Well,
just in time
for the season coming up. And
just in time
still
for
a
you
month
to
away.
make me change everything because you don't like it.
That's right. Well, it doesn't matter to me. You can do what you want.
Oh no. I need to follow the Legends lead.
I mean, I'll do some games. Not, I don't know which ones.
Hey Ken, this is Robert Luce here. Hey Ken, I grew up in Pawcatuck, and my dad was an avid golfer. He golfed at Weekapaug, Elm Ridge, and other local courses. Maybe you met him, Leon Lucier.
Yeah, name sounds familiar. Yeah.
All right.
Hi.
This is Robert.
Robert.
That's messaging us.
Thank you, Robert.
That's
pretty good.
Yeah. All right, let's go to a quick break, and then we'll be back, and we'll talk a little baseball. Moving doesn't have to be stressful. Whether it's across town or just across the hall, no job is too big or too small for Easy Does It Moving and More. Sean and his team put people first, making your move safe, smooth, and stress-free from start to finish. For a move made simple, go with the name that says it all. Easy Does It Moving and More. Call us today at 401-545-6078 or go to easydoesitmoving.com.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Let's all go to the beach. I wanna go to the beach. Cold weather sucks, let's get some relief. I'm telling you it's well within our reach. Take me to the beach today.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Hey Scenicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Scenicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base. Show your Scenicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point of sale team store has you covered all season long.
Wood River Health is my home for health.
Wood River Health is a one-stop shop for primary medical care, dental care, behavioral health, and social services. We care for the members of our community because they are our community. I'm Allison Croak, President and CEO of Wood River Health. Since 1976, our health center has provided high-quality, affordable health care to residents of Rhode Island and southeastern Connecticut. We are your neighborhood health center. Let us be your home for health.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the morning show with Ken and Ben.
You all done
Breakfast with
the
Ken and Ben.
Microphone thing, though.
I'm done with the microphone. I'm done playing around. Summer is almost here. I think it's 3 days away officially.
Well, when it happens, it's going to happen. But I mean, it's going to be 90.
Yeah.
So then we'll be looking for days like this. We're never satisfied,
No, I've never been satisfied a day in my life.
but there's nothing we can do about it. So
No. Should I just show off more equipment?
what do you got now? What's
This
that
is
for?
a
Handheld.
this is a gimbal, yeah. So you put a fancy camera on here, right? And then you power this up, and then you can control it from here, and it
kind of
stabilizes.
heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's heavy because it has to stabilize the whole thing, and so
This
this
you have to hold that.
you have to hold it. Yeah, you got to hold it like this.
Too heavy.
I have never been good at using this, so
That last game we did, by the way, would have been great if Lisa hadn't made it back there. You would have saw some fancy
my
camera
God.
work.
oh my god. So we had a oh God. We had a game this past week, or no, a couple weeks ago.
Weeks ago.
We had a playoff game at Cherahoe that was we had a playoff game at Cherahoe that was supposed to be at 6:00, and it got moved up to 3:30. No, it just appeared they won, and so it was a surprise that they won. Great, that's fantastic. It's the playoffs, which means they got a home game again, which we weren't expecting.
I think that was a surprise that they were going to get a home game.
Yeah, the surprise was they were going to get a home game, and it was going to be that day at 3:30. And so I asked Dan if he could get out of school in time and get there, and he said yes. And then I was like, "Is Ken coming with you?" And he said yes. Because, by the way, I never know when Ken is going to do a game. I have left it up to him for 6 months. This is true, right? I barely ask you to do games. I tell you, if you feel up to it, show up, push somebody out of the chair.
No, I wouldn't do that. You know I wouldn't do that.
Just push someone out of the chair and you're good. But anyway, so Lisa is like, I have to pick my son up from school at 3:15. I'm not going to be able to make it in time. And I was like, could you go set up? And then we had a wonderful, I'm not going to mention his name because of the rest of the story, but we had a wonderful high school intern that helped us out in the winter in Westerly. He said he was free. I was like, fantastic. That's what we're going to do. About a half hour before the game starts, he texts me and says, "Hey, Ben, something came up. I can't do the game."
Sure.
I'm like, perfect. So I call Dan and I'm like, listen, Lisa said that she will get back to I told Lisa, well, I called Lisa first. And I was like, Lisa said she'll get back there as soon as possible. I'm doing like Man About Town or something during this, by the way. Like I'm busy doing stuff in this studio. And I'm like, Lisa will be back. She may miss the first 2 innings, but she'll be back for the rest of it. And I was like, Dan, do you think that you can commentate and just, do camera a little bit and move it? And he was like, yeah, sure. I didn't tell Dave because a lot of other stuff was going on, and I forgot to text Dave, which is always a problem. And so I'm live here with whatever's happening in front of me, and Dave texts me and then calls me immediately, and he never calls unless something is bad. So I go out in the other room, and he goes, "What's happening? I think Ken is on camera." I'm like, "What do you mean Ken's on camera?" Like, they're shooting Ken, and Ken's like talking. That's great. And then he's like, "No. Ken is trying to operate the camera. There's no sound. Somehow they lost sound. Ken is trying to operate the camera. Where is Lisa?" And I'm like, "Oh my God." So I FaceTime Dan. I go in the other room. I FaceTime Dan. And I'm trying to walk him through it. and Dave is like, "We got sound. We're good." And then luckily, like, there's confusion, and like the other team's coming from North Providence, so like we have a little bit of extra time, right? It's like 3:33, 3:34, and then I just hear you in the background going, "I don't know what I'm doing, but I got it." I'm like, "No, you don't. But please." I'm like, "Dan, why are you letting Ken touch the camera?" And Dan's like, "He said he's got it." And I'm like, "No, he doesn't have. What is happening?"
Why? What's the big
I
deal?
don't know. I just was like, because there's like technical, like I was like,
Why do you take the thing and you follow the ball?
I'm sure you would have been great. Luckily for all involved, Lisa shows up just as we got it all set.
Sure.
Lisa shows up and goes, "I'm here, guys. What's up?"
She was all out of breath. I mean,
She hustled.
she come up those stairs, and I'll tell you, I was concerned about her. I said, "Take it easy, slow down."
Yeah, she's got asthma. That's why we
kind of hurt though that you guys didn't have enough confidence in me. Kind of bothers me now. I mean, all it is a little thing, and you point it at the home plate. The guy hits the ball, you follow it out the leg. Kind of hurt. All right. It's okay. I haven't even met Dave.
Did anyone teach you how to pan? I mean, how to zoom in and out?
No, we didn't know how to zoom. That's the only thing I didn't know. The zoom part.
Half the job.
Well, half the job would have been better than no job.
I would have been eternally grateful to you.
Dave didn't have any confidence in me, or was it you, or both?
It was both of us just going.
Right.
Who
Okay.
who decided?
So the next time that happens, Ken will sit back in the press box and say, "Hi guys, Ken, can you please?" No, I can't. No confidence. I'll be fine. When you get somebody here to run the camera, I'll try to do the best I can doing the play-by-play. Maybe that won't be satisfactory either, but I'll give that a shot.
Our thought.
Devin said, "No, I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play third base now."
And you're saying I'm not gonna. And you're saying I'm not gonna take the camera.
No.
Well, we're gonna trade you to San Francisco.
I thought, yeah, trade me to San Francisco. I've been there once.
Have you?
San Francisco, yeah.
What'd you think of the hills?
Oh, it was nice, San Francisco.
Did you
I
go
went
on
to actually a playoff game in Oakland. World Series game.
Nice. Wasn't the one with the earthquake, was it?
No. Matter of fact, when I was in Oakland, when they were playing in Oakland, Berman was covering the games for ESPN. He was I forgot who they were playing in Oakland, but he was back here. I just missed him. When I was when we weren't in Oakland, he was there. He left the day I got there.
Oh wow! He knew you were coming.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Had to get out of town.
I know. I don't blame him.
Well, who would? Who would blame him?
So what do you think of Devers? What do you think of the reason?
What was the reasoning? Just cause? Was he a problem?
Well, a lot of people are saying that they wanted to dump the salary. the Red
Okay.
Sox. I think it's more than that. I think he was starting to be a little bit of a problem in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
And when you got a lot of young guys on that team, which they do have, I mean, they got guys between 21 and 28 mostly. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got a guy that's, hey, Raffy, we need you to play third because the guy got hurt. No, I ain't playing third no more. You want me to be DH? I'm a DH.
Yep.
Then the first baseman gets hurt. You think you could? Don't forget now. This guy's they're paying him. He's not like
he's a Major League
volunteering.
Baseball star.
So, Raffy, you think you could try some ground balls at first base? No, I'm a DH. You guys want to be big. He was being a baby, I think. And then it was going to start corrupting these 21 and 22-year-old players that they have. So I think that, of course, the money thing is another thing. They'll spend it somewhere probably.
Yeah.
So I think it was more of that. But he's in San Francisco now. Let's see. And in San Francisco last night, he got 2 hits, and he was a DH last night. So let's see. Let's see what happens.
I mean, he's lucky that the National League has the DH rule.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. But we'll see. He might play a little third base there, though. And the worst part is when he gets there in the press conference, what do you think he says?
Oh, I'm happy to play
I'll play anywhere you want me to play.
Which points to the fact that it was probably an attitude issue.
Yeah, definitely.
But we did have a whole thing on Sports Open Mic last Saturday.
I'm sure we'll talk about it this week.
About, I'm sure, but we did have a whole thing on Sports Open Mic last week talking about the fact that the Red Sox wanted to trade for pitching, and they got 2 minor league prospects and 2 major league pitchers for this. So do you think that obviously it's like, oh, the trade was crazy, it wasn't worth it, blah, blah, blah. Like I remember, what was the trade?
Mookie?
No. I'm going back further, of course.
Now you're stuck on 1 year there.
Not 1 year.
Oh, well, 2 or 3.
It's like 5 years.
5.
But I do remember people being upset when the Red Sox traded Heathcliff Slocum.
Oh,
do you remember that?
Yes, I remember him.
It was July 31st, 1997, and people were pissed that they traded away Heathcliff Slocum. I barely remember that guy's name, but you know who I do remember?
And it's hard to pronounce it.
But you know who I do remember?
Who?
Jason Varitek and Derek Lowe.
Oh, that's when they traded. Yeah, with Seattle.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it just some trades work out.
Some trades with people you've never heard of work out.
Don't, right?
Yeah.
So you never know. Now, as far as the Red Sox, all the fan base is probably teed off this morning or yesterday. But they're not going to. Now, you said they got 2 prospects and they got 2 supposedly major league pitchers.
Right.
You have no idea how they're going to make out until they go perform. So the deal that they made is the results are out right now. You got to wait.
Mm-hmm.
Simple. So, and plus, if nothing else, and he was getting to be a cancer in the clubhouse, they got rid of that. And that's, to me, is the most important thing. As he was starting to give these guys some bad habits, these young guys.
Do you think that the Red Sox gave up on the season with the trade of Devers?
No, I don't think they gave up on the season. I think they're looking at it this way. If we are what we are with Devers and we can't gain anything, then let's take a shot here because we're not going to go any further. Maybe they're going to go down more by keeping him because of the attitude in the clubhouse. And we're not halfway through the season yet, and he's causing some anxious moments with them.
I've told you about Gary Vaynerchuk, who runs Vayner Sports, which is an agency, a talent agency for athletes. He was at the NFL draft one day, and he was talking to some people, and he was talking to a coach, and he was like, there was a superstar player that you guys didn't take, and like it would have made so much sense in the world. Why didn't you take him? And he was like, and the coach said, that guy is gonna go out and he's gonna party every Saturday night. He's gonna go to the club. He's gonna go out. He's gonna drink his ass off.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna come in on Sunday morning and he's gonna catch 8 passes, 153 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And they're like, okay, so what's the problem? And it's like, because he convinced 7 other people to go with him, and those 7 people all shit the bed.
Yeah. That's what happened.
And the whole team dynamic goes down because you have that one superstar who doesn't need to try and doesn't. And he brings everybody else down.
Yep. Yep.
And so, yeah, I think sometimes it's addition by subtraction, and there's a lot of things that we don't see as fans on a day-to-day basis. Like,
you don't get in the clubhouse. You don't
No.
know what's going on.
It's not always just cost-cutting measures. It's not always just billionaires going, I'd like to save 3 cents. You know,
they don't do that. If they had somebody they could pick up tomorrow that was going to help them, and they had to pay them $2 million, so be it, or $200 million, whatever it is, they would pay them.
I'll help them for
Now, see,
$200,000.
it's like you getting me to come here.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of young guys working here, which you do.
Yep.
Now, if I was poisoning these guys all the time when I like if I went to a game and I started, hey, don't worry about that guy, just do it this way.
Yeah. Well, I've heard
Sooner
some
or later,
stories.
I'd have to go out the door.
Yeah.
Because you don't want me.
Yeah.
These are the guys
That's
that are going
true.
to be the future.
That's true.
So that's what happens.
And truth be told, I backed up the Brinks truck to lure you away. Oh.
You backed up the Brinks truck.
Yeah. To steal you away.
Oh,
To lure you away.
lure is the word.
Lure, yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah. I had to
I think this has been
take you from the competition.
What?
Don't believe everything you read online, guys.
What's the matter? You got a bad message?
No. I just want to make it clear that was a joke. That I backed up the Brinks truck, which means giving a ton of money.
It was 2 of them.
It was yes, it was 2 Brinks trucks. Print the legend. Print the legend. When the truth is less interesting.
I think it's been a pretty good program.
It has been a pretty good program this morning.
I like to operate that way.
Yeah.
I like to operate just off the cuff. Whatever happens.
Can you tell that I'm a little bit more loose and relaxed? Even though I haven't actually taken the time off that I said, that I'm a little bit more loose and relaxed than I have been.
Yeah.
You sure?
Why?
I don't know. Drugs. I'm kidding. Although I do take medication, but just I have been taking some more time for myself and doing things that help my mental health and help my, going for more walks, being more productive in
That's a good
those
idea.
things.
The walk thing, you clear your mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Although I
you gotta have fun though.
Yes.
That's what I said about doing this particular program here. I've done a lot of these morning things, and for years.
Yep.
And my motto was always, if I can't have fun,
Why would you do
then
it?
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yep.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's it. You're doing things now. You're having a little fun doing it.
I am.
And that's the thing. You got to keep it a little on the loose side, you know. Everything's not the end of the world. As we talked way back in the beginning, life's too short. Enjoy. There you go.
Absolutely.
Sports open mic, as far as I know, at the moment, and I think I'm going to keep it that way, because we don't want to change now.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can bring this monitor if I need to for that. So
no, I'm not going to do. We'll do it the easy way. If I'll get a hold of them, maybe tomorrow. Obviously, playing golf today. We're talking about Berman.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'll tell him if he can't do it next Saturday, which will be the 28th.
Yeah.
Then we'll do it in October, September, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Whenever.
So that's no
I
big
mean, if
deal.
he can, like, it's not an issue to bring a monitor to
No, I know, but
Toscanos.
it's just easy. We'll do it easy for us.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
good.
Summer Pops on Saturday.
That's
Man
right.
About Town from Navigant Credit Union today, 2 to 4, not 3 to 4, not 3 to 5, 2 to 4 today.
On site today.
On site at Navigant Credit Union. Lots of fun stuff happening. Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce annual dinner tonight. Lots of good stuff. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
Hi, I'm Neil Anthus, owner of Sound Financial Partners. We're a full-service financial planning practice dedicated to optimizing your investment, tax, and cash flow strategies. As fiduciaries, we always keep our advisory clients' best interests in mind when making recommendations. Whether you're preparing for retirement or growing your business, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Ready to start your journey to financial success? Visit us at our Wesley office or give us a call at 401-642-4333.
Experience local excellence with Roofright Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roofright specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roofright is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
D&V Mechanical specializes in the installation, maintenance, and servicing of Mitsubishi ductless mini-split heat pump systems. We are certified by Mitsubishi as Diamond Elite Contractors and factory trained and up to date on the proper procedure of the installation and service of Mitsubishi ductless heating and air conditioning ductless heat pumps. We assist with the paperwork to reduce much of the stress-related documentation required to get the state rebates and federal tax incentives. We are not a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-nothing company. We are masters of ductless heat pumps. It's what we do, and it's what we know.